Hi guys, Zulfi Ahmed here from Pasadena, Texas, Bushiban International, and this video is for all you great instructors, masters, senior masters out there. Most of you know I've been in martial arts for many years, 47, 48 years, and I've taught all over the world and taught all ages. Even yesterday I taught 6 classes ranging from 3 years old to 75 year young. So I have a little experience. What I want to share with you is a certain teaching philosophy and a teaching principle. Now at Bushiban here we have our instructor to master training curriculum. When you become an instructor, you have instructor course, and but from instructor to master, how do you grow from being an instructor to a master, and how do you grow from being a master to the senior master? So I have a full program which will take an instructor to a master level, and I want to share a couple of tidbits, principles from that program. So one of the principle is that an instructor, not very mature, but an instructor, young instructor, might make the simplest technique to look and become very complex, while the master instructor can make the most complex technique seem very simple in the teaching and for the students' learning. Let me repeat that. An instructor who is not very mature sometimes can make the most simple technique seem very difficult, very complex for the student to learn. While on the other hand, a good master instructor can make the most complex technique, which has got a lot of detail to it, seem very simple and very easy to learn. Maybe you are that master instructor, or maybe you are the instructor right now. That doesn't mean you're good or bad. That means it's just experience is not there. And what really happens for an instructor who sometimes makes a complex a simple technique become very complex is that their own understanding and perspective, and sometimes they want to teach so much in so much detail that they lose the simplicity. Also, sometimes with their own pride and ego, they want to show off that they know so much and they're so good, and they're trying to impress the student with their knowledge and information, that they don't realize that they are making things more difficult for the student than for them. They're teaching more for themselves than the student, where the student might be getting overwhelmed and seeing things which could be simpler being very complex. And what happens, the student loses interest, or it's a defeating the student, where they feel that, oh, it's too much, too tough, too much information, I can't learn it. So the yes, I can attitude is no longer present. Now, it's not the student. There are no bad students, just instructors who have not learned to teach the student the way the student is learning. And it's a part of growing maturity. I've made that mistake a million times, where trying to teach too much or making the things which I could have made simpler, made them too complex. So always look for the simplest way to approach a technique, and always look to teach the technique from the student's mind. In our next week presentation issue, the video, what I'll do is I'll give you some key points which you might want to consider in adding to your teaching, how to make it simpler as a master instructor. In the end, in closing, one more time, an instructor might make things more complex than they are. So they might take a simple thing and make it complex, while a master instructor can make the most complex technique, most advanced technique seem very simple. Hope this helps you. All the best. Os.